So let's talk. So first things first, welcome back. I know it's been a while since the last time I uploaded. There's been a few changes going on here. So as you can see, first change, we've got a completely new bookshelf and all the games are organised, finally. But I just haven't had a lot of time in my personal life to be able to do this and upload to YouTube. Um, I've been eager to, I've been really wanting to, I've been really enjoying it, but life just gets in the way. So the game hunting hasn't stopped. I'm still game hunting regularly as often as I can. And that's what we're here to do today, really, is to look at what I've ended up picking up over the last month and yeah, just seeing if we can kind of get back into a routine of doing YouTube again and keeping everyone updated and talking games again because I've missed doing this, but like I said, life gets in the way. You don't always have the time. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start making some time and we can start doing this again. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into what we picked up over the last month. So let's start with the biggest purchase, which is the Billy bookcase from IKEA. So I was going to do a whole separate video on picking this up, building it, getting it all the shelves made, putting it all, getting rid of the old stuff and putting the new stuff in. I had it all set, ready to go. I was recording on the day. I recorded the building of the IKEA unit. I'll probably even show a little bit here now. But like I said, I just did not find the time to edit that video. And then when I finally found the time about 3 weeks later to edit that video, it just, I hated it. I just did not like the way it looked, how it was probably going to turn out. So I just scrapped it completely. And then, like I said, just did not have the time to even record anything else. I've recorded maybe a few CX strips. That's all I've recorded. So we'll show what I've got, where I've been and stuff like that throughout the video as we talk about the pickups. But yeah, the first thing that we got was the Billy bookcase. We've now completely alphabetized every game. It's all separated nicely. I say nicely. I need to sort out the bottom at the moment. I didn't buy enough shelves. So Game Boy Advance, Wii and DS I just kind of shoved at the bottom. But all the PlayStation and Xbox Switch is all organised very nicely. And probably the best purchase I've made this year so far, simply for the fact of it just looks so good and just makes my life a lot easier. So let's get into the actual games that we brought. So we've ended up buying quite a lot. I didn't realise how much I had because I was just buying them and dumping them. Like I wasn't putting them on the shelves. Like I said, I at this moment in time, I have barely any time to do anything. So like every single bit of free time I'm getting, I'm game hunting or trying to relax. So I'm not really thinking about getting any games that I've brought put on the shelves. So they're just kind of being dumped into the corner, and then I've just kind of forgot about them, and then I realised maybe 2 or 3 days ago that I had quite a lot stacked up. So I thought might be best just to do one big video, show you guys what I got, so I can talk about them a little bit, and then once that's done, we can bang them on the shelves, and then we can kind of start again. So I'm rambling a lot because I feel like I haven't, I say I feel like I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done this in a while, so I probably am rambling a lot, so bear with me. But let's get into what we got. So we've got a nice selection of games. We've got one PS1 game, few PS2, few PS4, PS3, yeah, Switch, Xbox, Mega Drive, and a Wii game. So let's start off with the Wii game because I think it's the cheapest game here. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I think it is the cheapest game here. And on, like I said, on the Wii for £1.50, Horrible Histories, Ruthless Romans. I've never heard of this game. I think I was on a quick CEX trip and I came across it, and growing up, I loved Horrible Histories. Like, I absolutely loved it. And I did not know there was a game. So when I saw it and I saw it was £1.50, I was just like, I'm gonna pick that one up because just to have on the shelf, really, because of how much I loved Horrible Histories growing up. It was kind of like a nostalgia hit for me when I saw it. Like I said, didn't know this game existed. I know nothing about this game. I just wanted it on the shelf. And moving on to the one Xbox 360 game that we brought. This one's not for me, it's for the missus. So she's recently really got into Formula One, and she owns an Xbox, but we don't really play it, or she doesn't really play it. But we found that there was one Formula One game that was backwards compatible. So I treated her to it and picked it up, and that is F1 2014. And yeah, this cost me £12. I noticed doing a little bit of research on the backwards compatible Xbox games that any Xbox 360 games are playable on the newer systems tend to rack up the price a little bit. So normally, obviously, a Formula One game this old would probably be £1 or £2, but £12, I didn't mind paying for it. We actually did a few time trials on it, and I'm not a massive racing fan or a racing game fan, but I actually really enjoyed this one, so I was quite happy to spend the £12 on it. But yeah, that's the only Xbox 360 game we've brought so far. I'm not focusing too much on Xbox 360 in the collection. It's mainly just exclusives or games I had growing up. So as you can see on the shelves, the Xbox 360 section is rather small, and I'm kind of planning to keep it that way. But I do keep an eye out every now and then when I go into CX. I do always check the Xbox 360 section, so maybe one day it will grow. So moving on to Mega Drive now. In one of my videos, I'm going to say around about a month ago now, obviously I said that I was starting to collect for a new system, which was the Mega Drive. I picked up 2 games, and really I haven't had a chance to go even look at Mega Drive games. I rarely see them in any of my CXs I go to, and the 2 retro gaming stores I normally go to, I haven't found time to go to. So I haven't really actually had a chance. Saying that, I want to say late February, I did get a chance to pop into my local retro gaming store, GameSmart, and I had a £30 voucher for there, and I thought, best thing to do is to buy some Mega Drive, because I haven't bought any in a while. I haven't even looked. So I picked up 2 games. In total, came to 35, yeah, £35. And I'm hoping to be able to get myself down to the 2 retro gaming stores soon, and hopefully be able to find some more Mega Drive in CEX soon. The thing is with my CEXs, my local 4 just never seem to stock Mega Drive. They'll have 1 or 2, but it's games I've never heard of, and they never have any prices on them, so I don't even know if they're worth picking up because I don't know what the prices are for them. So, and then by the time I leave, I was going to check the app, and then I forgot what the games were called, and then it's just, I forget it. But like I said, I'm rambling a lot. So first on the Mega Drive, we managed to pick up Jurassic Park. So I picked this one up because 1, I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park, the originals. 2, in my last video, I want to say, I think it was in my last video. I'm not sure if I just recorded a video and didn't release it. Let me check.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've just had a look. It turns out that I was recording a video that I never finished and never edited and never released. So there's a few games that I've spoke about that aren't in this pile that I'll sort out and we'll talk about soon. Like I said, it's been crazy. I've been busy. I've lost track of every game I own right now. So yeah, going back to what we were originally talking about, Jurassic Park on the Mega Drive. So there's a pickup that I got recently, which I'm gonna go grab. Which me and the missus went to a like a clearance warehouse. It's like an Argus warehouse where it's just clearance stuff. And I managed to get 2 games from there. One of them being on the PS5, Jurassic Park, the collection. So it's still sealed. I haven't had a chance to even look at it, to be honest. So because I picked that up, I wanted the original. So then obviously I went to GameSmart and I picked up Jurassic Park on the Mega Drive. So this one that I got for the Mega Drive, I saw in a, where was I? I saw in a Cash Generators, and I was debating picking it up, but then at the time I wasn't actively looking for Mega Drive games, or I hadn't decided what system to collect for. So it was very high on the list once I finally picked Mega Drive. It was very high on the list. So I'm, again, rambling. I'm very happy to have it in the collection, and the best part is I also have it remastered on the PS5 as well. So it's going to be very easy for me to play and give a go. And for the second Mega Drive game that we brought, this one, you see a game and you just think, that's ridiculous, the fact that that exists. That's what happened with this game, and I just thought, there used to be a time, wasn't there, where anything was a game. Any TV show, any film, any celebrity was a game. And honestly, looking into this game, it looks half decent as well. So I'm actually quite excited to give it a go. And that is Shaq Fu. So yeah, I saw this on the shelf, and I honestly was just like, they used to really make a game on anything, didn't they? Like, they just, anything that was big at the time, it was just like, yep, that's going to be a video game now. We'll sell that to the market, and we'll sell that to kids, and we'll sell that to parents or grandparents that don't know anything about video games. But like I said, from what I've seen, it looks like a pretty fun and decent game. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a go, and I'm very happy to have it on the shelf in the collection. So yeah, there were the 2 Mega Drive games we bought. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be adding some more to this collection soon. But as for now, that total is at 4. Right, so we'll move on to the PS1, because there's only one of those, and I've managed to finally dig out the games that I brought. That was supposed to be a separate video that never became a thing, and I was talking about them like you guys knew what I was talking about, even though I never released a video. So I've managed to find those now. So we'll talk about them in a second. But first, let's go on to the one PS1 game that we got. Got this from a Cash Generators. So this one's just for the shelf, really. So I paid £10 for this, which was a lot cheaper. I say a lot cheaper. I believe in CX it's £20. So I got it for about half price. The disc is battered, and I mean battered. And it's also missing the demo disc that's meant to be in it. But on the bright side of that, one of my local retro gaming stores just put up on their Facebook that they've just had a shit ton of demo discs dumped on them. Not demo discs as in demo discs with a case, just demo discs in one of those sleeve covers, like CD cases things. You know, your ones you used to have back in the fucking early 2000s, where it's like, shot like a football and you just full of DVDs and CDs and games. One of them just that got taken in, and it just had loads of PS1 and PS2 demo discs in it. So my plan is to head down there and see if I can find the demo disc that belongs in this case. And like I said, it's just to go on the shelf. because honestly, I don't think this game's going to work anyways, because the disc is absolutely battered. But that is Crash Bandicoot. So as you can see, it's the double case, and yeah, I saw it, and I saw it was practically half price considered to CEX. Had a feeling when I saw the price that the game was going to be battered or missing or something was wrong with it, but because I just wanted it on my shelf, and it's a game that I've been wanting to pick up for a while, but I haven't really wanted to bite the bullet on paying the £20. I was happy to pay the 10 and call it a day. So yeah, hopefully we can finally get that one finished and get the demo disc that we need, or at least a demo disc to go in it. So that'll be another hunt soon. Right, so even though we've spoke about Wii already, there's 2 Wii games that I completely forgot about because, like I said, thought I made a video, didn't make a video. So those 2 Wii games we'll go over really quickly. One of them I only picked up because it had a sleeve cover, and I've never seen the sleeve cover before, and that is Wally. So as you can see, it's got a nice sleeve cover on it, which, to be honest, I haven't seen since, and I've never seen before, so I was quite happy. And the best part about CEX is, as we all know, they don't bump up the prices for sleeve covers or complete games unless they're rarities. So still only got this for like £2.50, even with the really nice sleeve cover. So very happy with that one. And the second Wii game is, now this one actually is an interesting story. So I went into my local CEX. I say local, my local to work CEX. After I finished one day, and I walked in, and this was behind the glass cabinet, and I kind of thought to myself, I was like, that's cool, that would look nice on a shelf. Had a look around, and then I went to leave, and then as I was leaving, I thought to myself, I was like, if I come back next week or whenever, or tomorrow or whenever, I'll get a chance to pop in here, that's going to be gone. I know it. So I thought to myself, I was like, I've got the spare cash, I've got the money. Oh, geez. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. So obviously I went back and brought it. The box itself isn't in the best condition, but this cost me £22. And for what it is, I think £22 is a very good price. Even like I said, even though the box is a bit battered, I still think that this was a good purchase, and that is GoldenEye on the Wii. And like I said, the box is a little battered, like it's got a few creases and a few tears and stuff, but it does come with the actual golden remote, so it is complete, and the game itself is in like it's never been used. It's in incredible condition. Like, it literally looks like it's never even been touched. It's just the box. So I was quite happy to have this one, and I'm really happy that I decided to listen to the voices in my head and actually go back and purchase it, because, like I said, I nearly left it. So I'm very happy that I went back and picked that one up, because once the Wii section and the DS section's been sorted, that's going to look incredible on the shelf. So I want to say we're about halfway through, but I don't think we are. Now that I'm looking at this, I did not realise how many games I'd brought. So I'm trying to decide where to start next. Let's go with this one. So this one was from the same CEX that's local to my work. This was one of those games that I saw it and instantly wanted it. Instantly. I don't actually collect for this system. So I collect for the Game Boy Advance, because that's what I had growing up. This is for the Game Boy Color. But it was £8, and the box is immaculate. And it's a series that I love. So I thought it can still sit with the Game Boy Advance games. I'll just have a Game Boy area instead of just solid Game Boy Advance. So I didn't mind it. Plus, like I said, it was £8. So I'm very happy with this one. And that is like I said, on the Game Boy Color, the Rugrats movie. So, like I said, this box it's immaculate. So it didn't come with a case on it, like a protector or anything. Whoever traded this in clearly took care of it. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't come with a manual. It is just the cartridge. But I really didn't mind because, like I said, the box was just incredible. But yeah, this one I was very happy to pick up. Like I said, the minute I saw it, I wanted it. Anything Rugrats, I love Rugrats. It's a proper nostalgia hit for me. I absolutely adore Rugrats, and any Rugrat games, I love them. So that was definitely a happy purchase when I picked that one up. So now we're going to move on to the Switch. Now, I don't actively collect for the Switch, simply for the fact of I get really annoyed by the prices of Switch games. Now, I absolutely love the Switch. I love playing the Switch, and I love the majority of the games on the Switch. And especially one of these games, I feel like it's definitely one of those games that everyone needs to play. Even if you're not a collector, you don't like you need it in your collection. But if you don't collect, you still need to own this game. That's how much I love it. So I've managed to get 4 Switch games, which is really weird and uncommon for me because, like I said, I don't actively collect for it, and I'm not the biggest fan of paying the prices. But I managed to get some very good deals on this one, especially the first game, which we're going to talk about, which is Mario Kart Deluxe 8. So this is the game I was on about that I feel like everyone should own and should play. It's Mario Kart. I don't really have to say anything else. It's Mario Kart. We all know what Mario Kart is. We all love Mario Kart. One of the best, if not the best, party game in the world. Now, I paid £38 for this. And it's been one of those games I've wanted to pick up for a long, long, long time. But I don't really want to pay £40. But I managed to get a good deal because I traded a bunch of stuff in and I had around about £110 in vouchers. Plus got a £70 voucher from work as a reward. So ended up with quite a lot of vouchers, which I still have and I haven't finished using, which is brilliant. More games, like we need anymore. But yeah, that was the first Switch game. So I've already played it and I've already had a lot of fun with it. If you don't own it, buy it. I don't care what anyone says. The second Switch game that we picked up, and this one is from the same discount warehouse Argus place that we got Jurassic Park from, and that is No Place Like Home. So from what I can see on this one, it looks like a proper cozy farming, kind of like a cross between Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, that sort of stuff. From my understanding of the story, it's like another game we picked up, Wally. Humans have just completely ruined the world. It's full of rubbish. You need to leave on a spaceship to go to Mars to start a new life. You can't find your grandfather. Your grandfather owns a farm, so you head back to go find the farm, and then you kind of take over the farm in your quest to find him. So you're clearing up rubbish, planting seeds, looking after animals and stuff like that. Looks like a very fun and cozy game. So I think I ended up paying, I think this was about £7 or £8. So very good price for a game that could be a lot of fun. Moving on to the third game. This I bought at the same time as Mario Kart with the vouchers. I don't know what this game is about. I've never heard of this game. I'm going to tell you what made me possessed to buy this. I opened the case and there was something in the case and I wanted it. I don't even know how you pronounce the name of the game, to be honest. I believe it's a town in China, which is why I'm struggling to pronounce it. So I'm just gonna show it, and is that gonna focus? Yeah. So it's that. Um, I'm sorry, I'm awful at reading English, let alone Chinese. So this is simple and looks very, again, cozy. So from what I can see and from what it says on the back, you're on a road trip and you're in a beat up car. And the whole game is you travelling on this road trip with your family to go see family, but you got to keep the upkeep of your car because it's an old banger. Apparently, the scenery is meant to be incredible. It's based in the 1990s, don't really know what to say about that one. Use that information as you must. But yeah, it looks incredible, and it generally looks like it would be a very peaceful game. But like I said, what made me buy this is when you opened it up, you got this little like art book, which is just like all the family members and stuff like that. But then you got these as well, which I just thought were really cool. The little recipe cards. So I'm assuming this is something to do with the story. But yeah, you got little recipe cards in there, which is like literally like a full blown how to make. Which, to be honest, I love when games put stuff like this in because it just makes it like a little bit more. You're getting something out of the game. Like obviously, I know you get a lot of stuff out of the games, like when it comes to like story and how you feel and stuff like that. But when they put little stuff like that, it's all it is 2 recipe cards, and I'm just like, that's just so cool. And that's literally the only reason I brought it. But yeah, I didn't actually say it. This cost me £15, so I like these sort of cozy type of games because 1, they're quite cheap, and 2, they're just so fun to just sit and relax. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving that one a go once I get the chance. And the final game that we picked up on the Switch, I nearly picked this up from CEX until I found it in Argos, where I did end up getting it from, and it was cheaper. So in CEX, it's just the game you get, where in Argos, it's brand new and it's complete. So I was like, perfect. And that game is Nintendo Switch Sports. So obviously in CEX, this is £35, but then you have to pay like £4 or £5 extra to get the leg strap. This obviously comes with the leg strap, and it's a nice bit of cardboard as well to go on the shelf, so happy days. Yeah, like I said, this obviously comes with the leg strap, and this cost me £31 brand new from Argos. So I felt like it was an absolute no-brainer. I did nearly pick it up at the same time as Mario Kart with the vouchers, but like I said, I was and ahhing about it in the store for a while. Then I thought, you know what? If I'm not too confident in my decision to pick it up, I'm not going to bother. And then I started looking around on like Amazon and stuff like that. Then I found that it was obviously cheap on Argos. So I thought, you know what? It just makes a lot of sense. It's brand new, comes with the leg strap, and it's cheaper. So absolute no-brainer. Obviously, annoyingly, couldn't use the vouchers for it. So had to use real world money. But I don't really mind because it's Wii Sports. I say it's Wii Sports. It is Wii Sports. It's Wii Sports upgraded. It's the new generation of Wii Sports, and I think I said in a previous video, Wii Sports is one of the best games ever, in my opinion. I absolutely love it. I still play it to this day, so I'm very happy to have that one in the collection. I cannot wait to beat the missus on it. This video is turning out to be very long. I'm still got a big chunk of games to go through here, so I do apologise. But I feel like this might be the new setup for the videos because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time to be doing weekly videos on what I'm picking up, so it might be a case that this is what we end up doing from now on. But if you guys enjoy it, I'm going to stop halfway through to say this. If you guys enjoy how I'm doing this and this kind of like informal chat about video games, consider subscribing, drop a like, comment on what games you like that I brought, what games that I should buy, what games that you guys have brought recently. Let's just talk in the comments about video games. I had a comment in one of my old videos talking about my wrestling bouts. If you're a wrestling fan, talk to me. I don't care. I'll talk about anything. Let's just have a chat. But let's move on because, like I said, this video is probably going to be very, very long and I'm rambling a lot. So let's move on. So let's talk about the PS2 games that we picked up. I got 6 that we've managed to pick up over the last month. So I absolutely love all the PlayStations, and I love collecting for the PlayStation, but I definitely think PS2 is up there as one of my favourite consoles ever. It's a proper nostalgia chase on the PS2. I played it so much growing up. So I think that's where my love for the console comes, and I can't seem to stop myself from buying PS2 games. Every time I go into a CX, I'm always at the PS2 section, even though I keep telling myself I'm not going to buy any more PS2 games. But it's one of them, innit? So to start things off with, we got for £2.50 not Mario, Monopoly Party. I've still got Mario Kart on my brain. Monopoly Party for £2.50. So I've noticed as I've been doing this game collecting stuff, Monopoly seems to be on every system, and I think since finding that one out, I've subconsciously been going for Monopoly on every system. I'm not actively doing it either. I just think, and we'll get into it in a bit. I've got another Monopoly game. Spoiler alert! I've got another Monopoly game on another system because I just don't know what it is. For some reason, since I found out that this is like on everything, I want it on everything. But for £2.50, it's not really breaking the bank. So if that's a little subset I'm going for, it's a subset I'm going for. We're going to move on to the next game now, but I've just noticed another reason why I probably like paying for collecting for the PS2 so much. These games are so cheap. So next up, for £3, Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. So I was introduced to this series from the Super Monkey Ball on the Wii, I believe. It was on the Wii. I can't remember I think it was Super Monkey Ball 8 or something like that. And as a kid, it was the most frustrating game in the world, but I loved it because I just wanted to beat it. So since then, I don't know what it is about it. I just absolutely love these games. I recently bought it on the PS4 not long ago, which I still have yet to play, but I'm looking to play soon. And then I came across this one in one of my locals, and I just thought, £3. I love it. I love the series so much. So we'll pick it up and we'll run it back, shall we? So yeah, for £3, definitely happy to have that one in the collection now. So we're going to try and go through these a little quicker actually, because I feel like this video is going to be quite long. So the next three, again, all for £3, starting with Destroy All Humans, absolute classic game. I'm looking to get the remasters as well. I absolutely love this game. So for £3, it was an absolute no-brainer. I don't know what it is about Destroy All Humans. I think it's just because of how ridiculously fun and how funny the game actually is. Like I said, I'm looking to get the remasters as well. I believe they're already free as a PlayStation, if you have PlayStation like Premium and stuff like that. I do believe that they're free, so it might be a case I'll play it on there. But for £3, I couldn't pass up having it on the PS2. Up next, we've got Curious George, again for £3. I did not know this was a thing. Similar to Horrible Histories earlier, this was one of those things growing up, that I was just like, I don't know, Curious George, innit? Like, everyone knows what Curious George is. And like, it was an absolutely banging TV show. And to make things better, when my niece was growing up, she used to watch it, so you got a little bit of nostalgia because I used to watch it with her, so it was quite funny. But yeah, I didn't even know there was a game of it. I was where was I? I was in Coventry. I was in Coventry with the missus for the day, and obviously Coventry has like 7,000 CXs. And it was in one of the CXs, and I literally was just there like, there's a fucking Curious George game, and no one told me what's going on here. So yeah, definitely another pickup, and it was a happy pickup. And next for £3, we got Disney Golf. It's a golf game. It's Disney. What else do you want me to say? I love golf games and I love Disney. So very happy with this pickup. And the final one, shocker, no, it was £2. But it does have a £3 label on it. This was one of those games that, like, do you know when you remember a game and you don't remember how it played or anything, but you remember the cover art? This is that sort of game for me. I just remember the cover art for this game. I don't remember playing it, I know I definitely did play it, but I don't remember anything about the game. So I've been really hesitant to pick it up. But then I saw it in CX for £2 and thought, it's £2. It's not like it's breaking the bank. And that's Power Rangers Dino Thunder. So it's been on my list for a while to pick this one up. But like I said, because I didn't remember it very fondly, or well, remembered it at all, to be honest. I just remembered the cover art. I thought, I'm not going to bother picking it up. But then it just kept playing in my mind. Every time I saw it, I was like, I feel like I should buy it. I feel like I should buy it. So I just bit the bullet because, like I said, £2. It's not like you're spending hundreds on a game that's just going to sit on the shelf. It's a £2 game. It's probably going to sit on the shelf. So, but yeah, that was PS2. So let's move on to the PS3 now. So similar to the PS2, I honestly believe the PS3 is also one of the absolute greatest consoles ever released. So I'm actively looking for PS3 all the time. There's a few games in here that I'm very happy with. I've been looking for a while, but for some reason couldn't seem to get my hands on. So I'm very happy with that. So let's check out what we brought. So like I said, when we were going through the PS2 games, managed to get Monopoly on another system, and shock horror, that system is the PS3. And starting things off for £4, Monopoly Streets. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I found out that I see it on nearly every console. I think I even own it on the PS1. Yeah, I do. I own it on the PS1. So now I have it on PS1, PS2, and PS3. I know it's on the PS4. I've played it on the PS4. I think they've just recently released one on the PS5. There's one on the Switch I've seen. I think there's one on the DS. I think there's one on the Wii. So I think this is a subset we're going for, and it kind of happened by accident. So, but a subset's a subset, and they're always fun to collect for. But yeah, first PS3 game, because I'm rambling, and it seems to be all I'm doing this whole video, Monopoly Streets. And again, I'm absolutely rambling, so I'm just going to crack on now. Moving on, another absolute staple on the PS3. Surprised I didn't own it sooner, but I couldn't seem to ever find one complete, and these are the sort of games that I do want complete. That is for £5, Grand Theft Auto 4. So, like I said, I can never seem to find this complete. It would either not have the manual, or it would not have the map. These are the sort of games that I do want complete, with the posters, the maps, and stuff like that, because it's GTA. It's one of the biggest game franchises in the absolute world. Like, look at the hype for GTA 6. Like, it's ridiculous. Everyone and their fucking grandmother knows what GTA is. So it's one of those games that I do want complete, and I do want in good condition. This was just one of those games I can never seem to find in good condition or complete. Finally found it, snapped it. It's in the collection. So these next two games I'm going to show together because it's a series I've really wanted to get into for a while now. They've recently got a remaster as well. And I got really confused when I picked these up, because I thought I picked up the same game twice for different prices, and it really confused me. But that is for £2.50 to start with, Dead Rising 2, and then for £4, Dead Rising 2 off the record. So like I said, at first, I bought these separately at different times from different CXs, and I thought I picked up the same game, but at different prices for some reason. I'm still not fully understanding what I've picked up here. All I know is that like this is meant to be an absolutely incredible game. I don't know much about this one. From what I understand, I think this is kind of like like a spin-off or a DLC to this. I don't know. If you could let me know in the comments what I've actually brought, that'd be perfect. I mainly just wanted this and saw this later at a day and completely forgot I own this. So I picked this up. I might have picked up the same game. I don't know. But if I have, it's not a problem. But yeah, Dead Rising. So, like I said, if you could let me know in the comments if I have fucked up and bought the same game twice, I'd very much appreciate it. I'm hoping I haven't, because I'm hoping I'm not that stupid. But I probably am that stupid. And moving on to second to last, for £3, another game that it's not the biggest one in the series, but I played this a lot when I was growing up, so I was very happy to have it and add it back to the collection, and that's for £3, like I said. SSX Obviously, me and my mate, we have a lot of nostalgia for SSX Tricky. That game I cannot find anywhere. I just never see it. And it is definitely a game that as soon as I do see it, it will be getting picked up instantly, as long as it's not a cover reprint. But yeah, this one I played a lot as well. So from my memory, it's not as good as SSX Tricky, but then SSX Tricky is just one of the, it's just pinnacle, and it's just one of them, and it's just such a good game that, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so fun and so good. But then, yeah, this one got released. I owned it. I had a lot of fun with it, and then ended up ultimately selling it. And now I'm very glad to have it back in the collection. So yeah, £3 SSX, just to relax with. And finally, the final PS3 game that we managed to pick up is a game that I have been looking for a ridiculous amount of time. I honestly, this game right here is like a bus, right? I could not find it, couldn't see. Like, I've been doing this game collecting now, yeah, for about a year, like solidly for about a year, like going out to CXs nearly every week for like a year, and I never saw this game ever in a CEX. I started to generally think it was out of stock, but then I'd go on the CEX app and it would say it was in stock somewhere. I didn't want to travel there, didn't want to order it because, like, you know what people say, CEX lottery, it's going to come, it's going to be battered, and then you got to do the whole rigmarole of selling, like returning it, and I just didn't want to do it. But I could not find it anywhere. I finally found it, and now it's everywhere. I see it in literally every CEX I go to, and honestly, it's annoyed me more than it should have, if I'm being honest. But I finally got it, and I finally finished the series, and that is Skate 2. Now, I absolutely love Skate. I've played all the Skates. I've played all the Tony Hawk. I love skateboarding games. I don't know what it is about them. I just love them so much. Like, I'm even still on the journey to platinum the latest Skate, which obviously has got mixed reviews, but I'm enjoying it for what it is. So I've been itching to get this game in my collection. So I have all 3 Skates. Like I said, couldn't find it anywhere. And it was just getting to the point where it was annoying me. And then, yeah, I finally found it, I want to say about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I believe it was from when I went to Coventry that I found this one. So, yeah, very happy to have that in the collection. And like I said, that finishes all the PS3 games that we got. So we've got 2 more games to show you and 1 more pickup. So let's get into that before this video becomes ridiculously long. So if you keep it up with the channel, or if you're new here, you'll know, or you will be finding out now when I tell you, that I've been going for a subset, which is the PlayStation 4 greatest hits, or PlayStation hits, or whatever the fuck they're called. I'm about halfway. I believe, from memory, I've got about 23, 24, 25, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm in the mid-20s. And again, from memory, I believe there's about 52 or 53. So I'm about halfway. Just under halfway. And now it's getting very hard to find these games. Every time I go to a CX, it's the same ones. I've got it. I'm not the biggest fan of ordering stuff and like having it delivered, just in case. I say stuff, games. I'm not the biggest fan of getting games delivered, simply for the fact of I don't trust Royal Mail or DPD or whoever to not break it. So I was very happy when I finally managed to find 2 more. So these are the first 2 PlayStation Hits games I've added to the collection, I want to say in about a month. And that's with me actively looking for them as well in CXs. They're just becoming quite hard to find, I've found. So I'm quite happy to be able to have and add 2 more. Best part is the first one I'm going to show you. I thought I had, so I nearly didn't pick it up. I got a list on my phone, of all of them, and I've got a tick next to the ones I've got. So I quickly double checked before I left, realised I didn't have it, snagged it up. And that first one for £4 is Drive Club. And like I said when we were talking about the F1 game, I'm not the biggest fan of driving games, but there's quite a few on the PlayStation Hits line. So to complete the subset, I had to pick it up. But like I said, I actually really enjoyed F1. So maybe that would be another one that I do enjoy. We definitely want to try. I will definitely give it a go. I'm not just going to chuck it on the shelf and forget about it. Like I do like to give my games a go, even if I don't think I'm going to like them. So I definitely will give it a go. But yeah, it is mainly for the subset. So, but like I said, I nearly left it behind because I thought I had it. Glad I didn't. So there's another one off the list. And the second one and the final game of the video, which I've realised since doing this video, I brought a lot of games over the last month. This one I actually do like, and I will play, and I do enjoy these types of games, and that is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. So I don't know what it is about Plants vs Zombies. It's just brilliant, isn't it? Like, it's just such a fun game. And yeah, when I saw this on the shelf, I see this a lot. I see this game a lot, just never in PlayStation Hits. And it's the only problem with CX as well. You can't order these games online or from the app because they don't categorize them as PlayStation Hits. They just categorize it as, like, for example, Plants vs Zombies. So you could order it thinking, oh, that's going to be a PlayStation Hit. It could just turn up and be a regular copper. So it's really irritating because you have to actually go out and physically hunt for it. But like I said before, I don't particularly like ordering games anyways because I don't trust them to not turn up damaged, or like everyone says, CX Lottery, it could look like a pile of shit. So definitely happy to have those two in the collection now. They'll be going on the shelf along with all these other games when I finally get time to do that. But we've got one more thing to show you, so let's get into the last pickup of the video. So this last pickup I got from a friend. He was getting rid of a bunch of his stuff and he knew I was after this one for a while. I believe in CX Unbox, this is around 50, 55, 60, somewhere in that ballpark. Boxed, I believe it's around about 80, 90. I'm pulling these out of my ass. I don't actually remember the full prices. But he gave me a call and he was like, I want to get rid of this. I just don't use it. He was like, I've had it for about 3 years. I've used it like twice. So do you want it? Like, I know you said you were looking for it. And I was like, oh yeah, go on then. How much what we saying? Like, what's the damage? And he was like, oh, you can have it for 40 quid. And I was like, are you sure? Like, because it's worth this much. And he was like, no, you can just have it for 40 quid. Like, sound. And I was like, oh, sweet then. Nice one. Perfect. Next time I see you, have the cash, I'll have the console. I'll have the console. So the pickup is, because I'm starting to ruin it now, and that is the PlayStation Classic. So it's just one of those emulators. I'm assuming people know what this is. Emulator with 20 games installed. The reason I was looking to pick this up is because one, it's just easy to plug into your modern day TV. With PS1s, you need obviously you need adapters, or you need the old fucking CRT TVs and stuff like that. So I was like, this is just easy. But then also, I wanted to look into this. It'd be nice to know if anyone knows the answer to this one in the comments. If this is able to be like bugged to be added, so you can add more PS1 games to it. Because if that's the case, then like you could make this like extremely good. Now, obviously, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good like quick jump on play, like GTA, like the original GTA is on here, and like Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that. But obviously, there's only 20 games on there. So like that's why I was a bit hesitant on paying the full price for it. But then when my mate obviously came to me and said he was getting rid of it, 40 quid, it's yours, perfect, nice one, I'll have it. I don't have to pay all that money. Plus, like I said to him, like what he said to me, sorry, he's only used it twice. The box is mint. It's like it's brand new. Like, it's like he's literally just had it sitting on a shelf, which I think he had for like 3 years. So I very much appreciate that one. And yeah, like I said, that was the last pickup of the video. That was a lot of games to go through. I tried to get through it as quickly as possible. I don't know how long this video is going to be, because I'll be cutting in any footage from being out and about that I've got, any footage of games that we talked about, blah, blah, blah. So I do apologise if the video is a bit long. I'm hoping to be able to start doing this a bit more regularly again. I just need to manage my time a little bit better. Like I said, life gets in the way, and I don't have a lot of time at the moment. So hopefully we can do this every couple of weeks. Maybe maybe more realistically, we'll probably do this once a month. So once a month, I'll probably sit here and we'll just go through all the games like we did today. And then what we can do is just have a little chat, like I said, an informal chat. We'll go through all the games I picked up, stuff like that. But like I said, hopefully we can start doing this a bit more regularly. If things work out and things go to plan, we'll do it more than once a month, but let's just say once a month for now. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I really would like it if you would comment below. We'll talk. Let's have a chat about video games. Let me know what you think of the pickups. Let me know what you guys are picking up recently, what you're playing, stuff like that. I generally want to have a chat. Let's just have a chat. And like I said before, if you did like, leave a like. If you want to join me on this adventure, I know it's going to be a bit of a slow adventure. But if you want to join me on this adventure, consider subscribing as well. It would very, very much be appreciated, and it means the world to me. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you when I see you next, hopefully soon. See you later, guys.